Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're heading to a different grammar point now. We're going to look at reported speech. So we're going to take a quick recap of the rules that you should already know if you're C1 level, and I'm going to give you a few extra rules as well that you might not already know. But before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can learn English with me every week and you can keep working towards that C1 exam. Okay, let's get into it then. So these are your examples of direct and indirect speech, or direct and reported speech. So direct speech is speech that someone says. For example, I should have studied harder. That's direct speech. Reported speech is when you are telling someone what someone else said. For example, he regretted not studying harder. Or he said that he regretted not studying harder. That is also indirect speech as well. So there are your two examples, just to remind you of the grammar point itself. And then let's take a look at some changes. So you should already know, in indirect speech you need to change the tense. So your present tenses will all go back one tense into the past. If you have a present tense in direct speech, it needs to go back into the past in indirect speech. If you have a past tense, past simple, past continuous, that will go to past perfect tense. Okay, some of your modal verbs do change. So will goes to would, must goes to had to, may and can go to might and could. So they kind of go into the past as well. And you also have to change any pronouns and time phrases. This depends on when you're reporting the speech and who you're reporting to as well. So these might change around as well. And the verbs that don't change are would, might, could, should, and ought to. None of these change because you cannot put these verbs into the past. They don't have any past forms, so it's not possible. So let me just remind you of the changes, the tense changes. So very quickly, if you have present simple or continuous, that will go to past simple and continuous. Direct speech, if you have present perfect continuous, that will go to past perfect continuous. Past perfect doesn't change because it's already as far in the past as it can be. Will goes to would, will have goes to would have, could, would and should don't change. You can bookmark the video here, or you can take a photo of this as well if you like, just to remind you. So there are all your tense changes. But when don't you have to change tense? So this is something they might test you on, okay? You might think you have to change the tense, but actually you don't. So there are two reasons why you don't change the tense in reported speech. Reason number one is that the statement you are reporting is true. If you're saying a fact, you do not have to change that tense. For example, in direct speech, if someone says, "This house was built in 1905, that is a fact. It's a true statement. So when you're reporting, you can say, "He told me the house was built in 1905. So you do not change these verbs. Was built, was built. It stays the same. That's reason number one. Reason number two is when your reporting verb is in present simple or present perfect. Okay, so your reporting verb is the verb like said, he said that, he announced that, he claimed that. That's your reporting verb. If this verb is in present simple or present perfect, you don't need to change the other verb tense. For example, we're having a baby is direct speech. They've announced, present perfect, they've announced that they are having a baby. So the tense has not changed, but the pronoun has. We've gone from we are having to they are having. Same if someone says, "I hate chocolate." She says she hates chocolate. Say is in present simple. This could also be a true fact as well. I hate chocolate, it's a fact. She says she hates chocolate, it's a fact. Okay. I don't hate chocolate. I don't know who hates chocolate, but there's something wrong with you. I'm joking. So, if the reporting verb is in present simple or present perfect, don't change the verb tense. And if the statement is true, don't change the verb tense. Okay? They might try and trick you with that one. So be careful. And lastly, I have a ton of pronouns, times and places that may change in direct and indirect speech. Again, you can bookmark this or take a photo, so this will help you. So for example, all your pronouns in direct, this is how they change in indirect. Same with your times, today changes to that day, tomorrow, the next day, now, at that time. This is how they would all change in indirect. Places, if you say here, then you need to say there, stays the same, in this place, in that place. Okay. So hopefully you've taken a photo or bookmark this to remind you. And so just to practice, you have a game as well. Again, Pear Deck users, click this link. If you're not using Pear Deck, click the link below the video. And on the game, you will see this, but you will only see the top direct and indirect row there. And you will have to put all of these words in the correct boxes, if it's pronouns for direct or pronouns for indirect. So go ahead, play that game, and then when you're done, come back, and we're going to continue with reported speech in the next lecture, but I'm going to be showing you verb patterns, which are really important. This is the thing that they are really testing you on in keyword transformation. Okay. If this video really helped you and you want to learn more about keyword transformation, this video is actually part of a full course that I have on Cambridge C1 keyword transformation. There's a coupon link in the description below. You can get the full course for just $9.99, which is about the same price as this t-shirt I'm wearing right now. And if for any reason you don't like the course, I also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've really got nothing to lose. So go ahead, click the link in the description below. That'll take you to the full course, and by the end, you'll be an absolute pro. I'll see you in the course. Bye.